Have you ever walked into a crowded place and felt something inside you tighten? Not fear, but pressure. Not panic, but overstimulation. It's like your brain whispers, "This is too much. I don't belong here." Not panic, not fear. Just that subtle internal shift, where your mind quietly whispers, "Something about this feels wrong." People around you seem fine. Some even look excited. Laughing, moving, blending into the noise like it's their natural habitat. But you feel your energy dropping, slowly, quietly, as if every sound and every movement steals a small piece of your mental bandwidth. And the strange part? You don't even hate people. You just hate this. But why? Why do some people drown in the chaos while others feel alive in it? The reason is deeper than introverted or shy. There's a unique psychology behind people who can't stand crowded places. And if you're one of them, your mind works in a way most people will never understand. Let's go deeper. Most people walk through crowds without thinking twice. Their brains are equipped with something called sensory filtering, a natural ability to block out background sounds, lights, movement. But people like you, your brain doesn't filter, it absorbs. Imagine a sponge thrown into a bucket of water. It soaks up everything instantly. That's your nervous system in crowded environments. You don't just hear noise, you hear layers of noise. You don't just see people. You see micro-reactions, expressions, body shifts, tension. You don't just feel movement, you feel energy. Most people don't notice the baby crying behind them, or the two people arguing quietly to the right, or the person walking too close, or the fake laugh someone does to look confident. But your mind picks up all of it, automatically, effortlessly, relentlessly. You're not being dramatic. Your brain is simply wired with hyperperception, a blessing in quiet places, a curse in chaotic ones. There is another hidden layer. Crowded places trigger something psychological in you. Your analysis mode turns on. You start noticing who looks stressed, who looks uncomfortable, who seems fake, what energy each person carries, what could go wrong, where you would escape if something happened, who is watching who, which emotion belongs to which group, and your mind does this fast, faster than you even realize. Crowds overwhelm you not because you're weak, but because your mind processes too much information at the same time. Where others see a bunch of people, you see 1,000 tiny stories happening at once. That's not anxiety. That's depth. Here's where psychology gets interesting. In big groups, people lose individuality. They talk differently, stand differently, laugh differently, pretend more, perform more. Crowds create something psychologists call social mirroring. Everyone copies each other just to avoid standing out. But you? Your mind hates pretending. You value authenticity, honesty, real emotion, deep connection. In crowded places, you sense masks everywhere, and something inside you resists participating in that performance. Your brain says, "I can't be myself here." That's why big groups feel mentally suffocating, not because of the number of people, but because of the number of masks. Here's a surprising truth. Extroverts get a dopamine spike in crowds. Their brain gets rewarded by activity, noise, stimulation. But your brain? It releases less dopamine in social chaos. Meaning crowded environments don't energize you. They overload you. Think of it like this. Extroverts enter a party. Their dopamine goes up. You enter a party. Your dopamine goes sideways or down. This chemical difference explains so much. Why you feel tired. Why you mentally shut down. Why you prefer calm places. Why crowds drain you faster than others. It's not personality, it's biology. Research shows people who dislike crowds often have high empathy. Your brain mirrors emotions automatically. So when you're in a crowded room, you're not feeling one emotion. You're feeling 20: joy, stress, anxiety, confidence, sadness, ego, fear, awkwardness, all at once, all mixing inside your emotional space. Most people feel only their own emotions. You feel everyone's. No wonder you walk out drained. Your emotional bandwidth is being shared with a room full of strangers. Now it makes sense why you love late-night walks, empty cafes, long drives with soft music, quiet corners, your room when it's silent, alone time, slow mornings. These spaces give your mind what crowded places steal: clarity, control, peace, space to breathe. When everything gets quiet, your thoughts finally have room to exist. That's why solitude feels more like home than noise ever could. People who don't understand you say, "You're antisocial. You're boring. You should get out more. You're missing out." But the truth is simple. You're not avoiding life. You're choosing the version of life that doesn't destroy your mind. You're not running away. You're protecting your peace. You're not weird. You're wired differently. You're not lonely. You're selective. You're not missing out. You're simply not attracted to chaos. And that is completely valid. People who don't understand you say, "You're antisocial. You're boring. You should get out more. You're missing out." But the truth is simple. You're not avoiding life. You're choosing the version of life that doesn't destroy your mind. You're not running away. You're protecting your peace. You're not weird. You're wired differently. You're not lonely. You're selective. You're not missing out. You're simply not attracted to chaos. And that is completely valid.